Hi there, yeah, so I'm going to do a quick video on how to play bar chords really, but I'm going to go into it from a beginner's point of view. Now, bar chords are quite hard. So if I, for example, I play a bar chord, sounds nice and clean, but I've been playing for a long time, and I've built up the callus and that sort of thing with my fingers. So, first thing I would probably say to do is to get like an E chord or an E shape, but using fingers 2, 3 and 4, and so you want to be getting that down, and then let's just say you move it to the 4th and 5th fret. So you've got your other fingers down there, and all we need to work out is this bit, which is the hardest. We need to then drop our wrist, so it goes like that, you can't play them up there, and then your thumb, your first finger will go across all the 6 strings, in the case of this bar chord. Okay, I'm playing a G. But the thumb has to go on the back. Now, so you can see it from there, that's what's happening. You're grabbing it. But what a lot of videos don't tell you, in fact I don't think I've ever seen a video, is that it's not just about how hard you can press that together, because what will happen, the tension, your wrists will start aching and the tension will build up. But one big thing about how to do this is think about your arm and the gravity of your arm. So if I was to, I know you can't really see it from here, but as I let my arm drop my shoulder and the weight of my arm do that with my fingers, what actually happens is when I relax, the fingers grip the strings. So I'm not using any tension whatsoever. Well, I suppose I'm using a little tiny bit, because the gravity of my arm is the thing that's pulling down on these fingers and making my fingers stick to the strings. Now, obviously when you're a beginner, that's probably won't fix everything, but I think that's a massive part of how to play bar chords, and it's letting that arm, so rather than just going like this, you put your fingers on and let your arm drop. I know you see my body drop there, but just see my left of this shoulder and arm, let gravity take control, and what happens, your fingers tend to go, as you drop, they do that sort of thing on the strings. And that's just from the gravity of your arm being allowed to relax. Then you can start thinking, how much pressure do I need to put on my fingers? And it's usually these ones, sorry, the first finger, that you've got to press a little bit harder. Now, how do we practice these? Well, it's really about getting this callus. So you could do a chord, yeah, you're going to probably get a little bit of that when you first start, but you can then maybe slide it up to the next fret without leaving the tension of your fingers. So you don't want to be, because what's happening is you're getting that callus on all your fingers. Just be very careful, you don't want to be doing this all the time, because the strings are very thin, the ones at the top end, and they could cut into your fingers, so you've got to be careful. So that's some good practice, but again, you won't do more than a minute of it, I don't think. And one other thing as well I forgot to mention, which is really important, is the first finger. Now, when most people play a bar chord, you can see it from there, people put the finger straight, but what actually happens is it's actually on the side. So you're playing with that side of your finger, not the flat part, it's the side. So again, if I put my finger on I don't know if you can see that from there, but that's flat, that's really awkward. But somebody change this finger from flat to a bit more on the side, we play with the harder part of the bone. So that will definitely help your bar chords. Okay, so that's just a beginner's look at really on bar chords. Now I would always say to people, master or get your open chords really good first, and then when you can play songs and things out, you think, right, well now let's have a look at bar chords, because there's quite a few songs that have got bar chords in, and then every song you want to play is open to you, especially if it's chords anyway. Okay, thanks a lot.